So I had a student to come to me and says, Phil, I got one ATM. I spent a lot of my time on the road. How can I grow an ATM business? So we took this truck driver, we show him a couple principles to grow his ATM business. Now he has it. So I had a student to come to me and says, Phil, I got one ATM. I want to grow my ATM business, but I'm a truck driver. I spend a lot of my time on the road and I can't seem to grow my ATM business because I'm always driving my truck. So how can I grow an ATM business? So we took this truck driver, we show him a couple principles to grow his ATM business, and now he has over 7 ATMs. The challenge for this truck driver is that he spent a lot of time driving truck and he wanted to grow his ATM business. He had one ATM, it was successful, but he was having a tough time growing other ones because most of the time he was spent on the road and he didn't know how to grow his ATM business. So we got together, we started talking about how to grow his ATM business. So what I empowered him to do is to create finders. Now, finders helped him grow his ATM business. He wasn't able to actually go on the street and talk to the people door to door, but what he was able to do is create a finder, and then that finder helped them find locations. Once they find locations, it minimized his amount of time that he had to spend on his ATM business looking for new locations. He could focus on his truck driving, and then he could focus on filling the ATMs when he was around. And then what we did is we also taught him how to manage his cash by looking at the ATM portal, getting a sense of how the cash ebbs and flows, and therefore he could structure his ATM money in the cash to allow him to be gone for a period of time and then back on the street, filling his ATMs when he was back in town. So what we call this is the route integration principle. It's the idea that you don't have to spend more time necessarily working in your business, but working on your business. And one of the ways we did this and where his challenge is he didn't have enough time to actually go find locations. So we implemented this time principle, and then we helped him create finders, and then those finders helped him find locations for his business, therefore minimizing the amount of time that he had to actually spend on the street finding locations, but put people actually looking for ATMs for his business that didn't require a lot of time on their part, but it helped him grow his ATM business. So in this case, first we mapped out the industry that we wanted to go after. So let's say in this situation, we did bars. Then what we did is we utilized who's servicing those bars that we could actually implement. For this situation, we used a liquor distributor that was already talking to the bars. Then we approached that liquor distributor, gave him a proposition so he could maximize his time, and then also input his knowledge and his customer relationships with those bars to suggest, hey, I have a friend in the ATM business, and that friend would be my truck driver. And then what they could do is they could cultivate a relationship to help move ATMs into those bars and restaurants that didn't have ATMs. So what we had to show that finder is the things that were more valuable to the ATM operator. Types of businesses, types of locations, what we were looking for. Once we did that, the finder knew exactly what we were looking for, and then he could look at his portfolio to see if any of those locations fit our parameters. Either looking to the location to see if there was any ATMs on property, or talking to the location owner to see, hey, would this be a good location to put the ATM in. At the end of the day, the truck driver wanted to keep his truck driving job, but he also wanted to grow his ATM business for extra income. Through this principle, we were able to do both. The truck driver grew from 1 location to 7 locations by applying the integration principle. You do not need to leave your 9-to-5 job just to grow your ATM business. You can keep your 9-to-5 and then add your ATM business and continue to make additional revenue by these principles and have the best of both worlds. If you're thinking about getting into ATM business, click the link down below and start your ATM journey today. Again, this is Phil for an ATM Mastermind group page where we buy your freedom back one transaction at a time.